Hello and welcome to the Maxine Inspector. In this segment we'll see how the Maxine Inspector allows you to track the creation of threads in a running instance of the Maxine Research Virtual Machine. Here we have open a small window which we call the Threads Inspector, and it lists all the threads that are currently available in the running machine. We've just now started the VM and we're at the entry point to Java, and so you'll see that there's only one thread available. We call that one the primordial thread. It's a native thread that won't actually be run as a Java thread, and its job is simply to start up the virtual machine and wait for it to exit. It's resting at a breakpoint right now, but we'll go ahead and we'll run the VM now. And we run up to a breakpoint in the first time we invoke the dynamic compiler, and you'll see that a number of additional threads have been created. The Thread Inspector tells us about each of them. Notice a primordial thread is still there, and it's waiting, of course, as I mentioned, for exit. We now have 3 additional threads. These are actual Java threads. The first one is the main thread, and it is at a breakpoint, as I mentioned in the compiler, and the other 2 are worker threads, one for the garbage collector and one for dynamic compilation. Clicking on one of these threads actually creates a synchronization in the views because we have other displayers. Here's one for the registers, and here's one for stacks, and each of those shows the information for one thread at a time. So clicking on the Threads Inspector is a way of selecting which one you want to see. The same thing works, of course, on the tabs. If you select a tab on the Stack Inspector, it will also be synchronized back to the Thread Inspector. We'll see more about those other views, stacks and registers, in subsequent segments. Thanks for watching.